video. Today's video is somewhat unplanned and we're kind of just going to wing it and go with the flow. I wanted to make a video where I try this gummy candy that my husband got me for my birthday. If you were unaware, I love Disney, as you can see with my Disney World t-shirt and my Mickey Mouse necklace. And my husband loves Disney as well, so I guess he just thought that it was fitting to give me Disney themed gummy candy for my birthday. And I thought that it could be fun to try this out. I am not using a mic cover today. Recently I've been loving the fluffy mic cover, but I thought that eating the gummy candy might make some nice, subtle mouth sounds. I didn't want to do like overly intense mouth sounds, but I thought that it could be a subtle way of adding mouth sounds. And I always feel like when I watch other creators' content, if they don't have the microphone covers on, it creates more of a clicky whisper and you get more of those mouth sounds that are not intentional mouth sounds. I don't know. I hope that you guys understand what I mean by that, but I wanted to try those out as well as just ramble about life. And I don't know, I didn't really have any topics in mind, but I thought that we could just yap together and enjoy a snack. If you are eating as well, please get your food ready, get some water, whatever you need, get comfortable. If you're not enjoying a snack, then just sit back, relax, and enjoy the sounds. I hope that it is relaxing to you and comforting, and we can just chat it up like we are on FaceTime. We're just friends catching up. I am going to pause this video real quick to open this bag because I think that it's probably going to be pretty loud if I tried to open it with the microphone. Okay, so I just opened the bag and it's kind of funny because all of the gummies have melted together. I got these for my birthday, which was on June 6th, and then my family went on a 9-day vacation like a week later, so I wasn't able to record a video like this. I knew that I wanted to make a video trying these gummies, but I wasn't able to record it until now. Anyway, the entire time that we were gone on the trip, we turned off the air conditioning in our condo because no one was going to be here, so we didn't want to waste money on air conditioning if we weren't here, and we don't have any pets or anything, so there was no reason for us to have air on. But I guess the gummies all melted together. But this pack of candy comes with cherry, watermelon, orange, mango, green apple, and blue raspberry, which is my favorite flavor. Well, I would say green apple and blue raspberry are my favorite, but I'm just going to grab one off of the chunk of gummies. I think this is Stitch, I believe, and I assume it is either cherry or watermelon. I think that was cherry. I'm not really sure. Also, I apologize if I'm being very breathy. Like I said, I've never recorded without the mic cover. So I am kind of afraid to listen back when I edit. I just hope that it's not too breathy of me. Let me know if that bothers you guys. And we can learn together, improve together. Next I have, I don't know, Ariel, maybe. I think this is Ariel with her big hair. And I assume this one is blue raspberry. But the reason that I kind of wanted to ramble with you guys today is because I'm kind of feeling in a summertime slump. And I don't know if any of you feel this way. It has been very, very hot where I live. And I personally don't do well in the heat. I know that a lot of people have a hard time in the winter because it's really cold, so people aren't really going out and getting sunlight, getting vitamin D, so they kind of just don't feel the best in the winter time. Here we have a yellow Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. So I know that a lot of people struggle in the winter, but I kind of feel similarly. Is that a word? I feel similar to that in the summertime because I don't like going outside in the heat. I don't like spending time outside if it's hotter than like 85 degrees. And where I live, it definitely gets hot. Like the end of June all the way through September. I think August and September are the worst months when it comes to being really hot. But for some reason, it's been very hot ever since we got back from our family vacation. I don't know when I'm going to post this video, but I'm actually recording this when it's still June. I don't think that this video will go up until the first or second week of July, though. So it's kind of unusual that we have this level of heat. It has been in the high 90s all week, and that's Fahrenheit for any of my non-American viewers. But it feels like it's been in the 100s. I mean, I leave my house each morning and it's already hot when I go to work. And then I work until 3. I work from 7 to 3. And let's see who we have next. Elsa. So, by the time I get home from work, it's super hot out. And then I'm tired because I wake up at 4:30 in the morning, which I do that all year round. I really love having a lot of time to get ready in the mornings. It also allows me to sleep in if I really need to. And I never feel like I'm running late or rushing or anything. So I personally love waking up at least 2 hours before I need to leave. But anyway, by the time I'm home, I'm tired, I'm hot, I don't really have motivation to do much. And then, even though the sun is out late, I don't want to be up late because I'm tired. So I just struggle with kind of lacking motivation, I think. As I'm listening to myself talk, I feel like I might not be making sense. I also have no idea which character this is. I think it's supposed to be a princess. It could be Elsa again or Jasmine. I don't know. But if I'm not making sense, basically the moral of the story, the summary, is that when it's summertime and it's so hot out, I think it's just kind of exhausting to live, which sounds horrible, but I don't know how else to put it. I just personally, like for me, I know a lot of people love the heat, love the summertime. My husband loves the heat. I don't get it, but I understand that other people love it. I just feel like recently I have been so exhausted and unmotivated, and I really hate that. I don't want to feel that way, but I'm not sure how else, like how else to experience life in the summertime. There's no real way for me to not feel like this because I can't control the weather. I wish I could. I would make it springtime and summertime all year round. I thrive in or did I say spring and summer? I meant spring and fall, not summer. I love the spring and I love the fall. I just can't do extreme temperatures, and I feel like a lot of people get that. A lot of people experience the same thing. I don't know. I guess I just felt like complaining today. So I apologize for being a Debbie Downer, but I'm just being real, just being honest. When we were on our family trip, we went up north. We were in multiple different states. We were mainly in South Dakota. That's where both of my parents were born and grew up. So we went back to South Dakota to visit some of my dad's side of the family. And we also spent some time in North Dakota, Montana, and Wyoming. Yeah. So we were all over the place, but the weather was so beautiful. We did experience some rain, but it wasn't horrible rain. And other than that, it was cool. It felt like our springtime where I live. And then I think just to come home to the heat was hard because it wasn't like a gradual change. It was an abrupt, like it was cool weather yesterday and now it's hot. So I wasn't really able to shift from the cooler weather mindset of spring into the summer mindset. Yeah, so I don't know. I also struggle in the summertime because my job, I work at a school, but my position is a year-round office secretary position. So while all of the teachers and paraprofessionals and our counselors, our nurse, all of them are off for the summer, I still work all summer. And sometimes I love it. I personally enjoy being at my school building alone. I'm usually only alone for a couple of hours, and then our custodian comes in at like 10 in the mornings, but he and I don't really interact because he goes off and works on cleaning up the classrooms and stuff, where I just stay in the office. So it feels like I'm alone, and I enjoy that. But sometimes when there's not a whole lot of work to catch up on, I just get so bored. And this summer, I felt like there weren't a ton of things to catch up on or to do. Usually I will spend a lot of the summer just reorganizing storage closets and updating files, like moving the previous year files into a different folder and bringing out the current year files. But this year, I kind of just have gotten into a better groove of things. I've been doing my secretary job for 5 years. This upcoming school year will be my 6th year, but I've been at this school for 7 years. I was a paraprofessional for 1 year, and then I moved to the secretary position. So this will be my 7th school year. We have another Mickey Mouse. So I don't know, I just have gotten into a rhythm, into a routine, and that's great until you are kind of bored of it. And I've talked many times about my job. I love my job. I love my coworkers. I love the staff that I get to work with. Our students are amazing. I work at an alternative school, so we only have like 20 students and 8 teachers. So it's a lot smaller of a setting. It's more of a one-on-one setting. I get to talk to and interact with every single student that we have, which is not normal for a secretary position. A lot of school secretaries don't really interact with the students a whole lot, but I get the privilege of interacting with them many times a day, every single day during the school year. So of course in the summertime I'm just like twiddling my thumbs and trying to stay busy, trying to get through the day. And this year specifically, I kind of just feel like I have not been able to do as much because this summer is significantly shorter than a lot of our other summers. I think this is the shortest summer that I have had since I started working at this school, because we had a lot of snow days last year, so we did not end our school year until June 3rd, and then our teachers were still working in the building for a couple days that week. And then for me, I worked 1 full week after that week, and then I was on family vacation, and then I have like 2 weeks, and then we start summer school. So our teachers do not do summer school, but there's a different program that runs their summer school in our building. So I'm not necessarily a part of it. I don't directly work with them, but they're in our building. So there's a lot of people running around asking questions, using our stuff, and just being in the space. So it's a lot less peaceful during that time. And we have a new character. We have Woody. So it's just a lot of people in the building asking questions. questions that I don't have the answer to because I'm not in charge. And I am not going to lie, it's somewhat miserable for me during those 3 weeks. It's a 3-week summer school program, but technically it's like 4 weeks because the teachers and the staff come in to set up their classrooms and do like meetings so that they can all be on the same page. So it's a whole month of random people that I don't really know, and I can't really freely walk about the building because then I'm getting in their way, even though they're in my building, our building. I don't know. I guess if you are following, you might understand what I mean. I guess it's similar to if you're having guests stay at your house, guests that maybe you're not the most familiar with or you're not super close to. So you interact with them every once in a while, but sometimes you just want your own space, but you can't have your own space because there are other people there. That's the best way that I can describe this whole summer school program. So that will be coming up soon. And then after that summer school program is over, the next week, our staff, my school's teachers, come back and start setting up for our school year. So normally I have like all of June to get stuff organized, get my stuff together, and then we have summer school, and then there's usually at least one full week where no one is in the building, and then the next week teachers come back. But this year I didn't have all of June because we were still in school, and then I went on a family trip, and then I have 2 or 3 weeks, and then everyone's back for the school year. Again, I don't know if that really makes sense, especially if you're not in a school setting. It might be a little bit confusing, but I think I just have felt like my whole schedule is thrown off with work because it's not how I normally experience it, and I am not good with change. So I think my summer slump has just been hitting me hard with the weird schedule and the extra hot weather that we're having. Also, I got thrown off of my exercise routine. I started doing at-home Pilates in March, and I was doing Pilates between 3 to 5 times a week, and I was doing it really well, keeping up with it regularly. I was super proud of myself. I was feeling stronger. I don't know, I felt like I was being better with like food choices that I was making and different health choices that I was making. And then the week before my trip that I went on, I was trying to pre-film a lot of videos, which I did, and it was awesome. I felt so proud of myself when it came to my ASMR channel because I felt so on top of things, but I was not regularly working out because of that. And with it being the end of the school year and my birthday and all of the things combined, I just was not eating super well. I was not working out. Then we went on the trip, and again, I was was not eating super well, and the only working out that I was doing was the hikes that we went on, which is still awesome, but I still felt like I kind of fell off of my routine, and I'm struggling to get back to it. So I'm really trying. I'm probably gonna go work out after I finish this video. Hopefully these gummies don't make me like fall asleep or something, like I don't have a sugar crash. Hopefully the sugar kicks in for the workout and then I can crash afterwards. That's fine. But I don't know. I am just really hoping to get back into a good exercise routine and get back into making better eating choices. I don't know, I feel like July is going to be the month of resetting myself from June. Even though June is my favorite month of the year because it's my birthday month, I felt like this June was not it for me personally. So hopefully we can reset. The year is halfway over and, you know, it's the perfect time to refresh those New Year's resolutions that we created. If you created any goals for 2025, take this time, go out today and refresh, reset, start over, start fresh, and we're in it together. We can all focus in July, whatever June looked like, whatever May looked like, whatever the last 6 months have looked like for you. Today is a new day, a fresh start. We got this. We're in it together. I am so sorry for all the negativity in this video. I guess to me it felt like negativity. It felt like a lot of pessimism. I'm sorry that today's video was a little bit more negative than usual. I know that you guys feel emotions the same way that I feel emotions, and we are all allowed to feel those things whenever we need to, but the goal in life is to feel those emotions and then figure out how you want to react. So for me today, I am feeling my emotions, and now I'm going to go make goals for July. I'm going to have hope for the future and trust that God has his hand on my path, and this was just a little bump in the road, you know. We all have them. We all get through them. So maybe this can be motivation for you guys as well. If you're in a slump, we've got this. We're in it together. I'm here for you. If you ever need anything, feel free to comment, or you can send me an email if you want. I think my email is in my channel bio, so if you need anything, reach out. We have got this. Today is a new day. Tomorrow's a new day. Next week is a new day. Next month